Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, we're going to go over some investments. I'm going to show you why I'm targeting some of these power-ups. Most likely, we're going to focus around power-ups, and I'm going to show you why I'm targeting some of these players, the reason for me targeting some of these players, and just, players you should look into buying. First and foremost, I'm showing you the investments, but there is a strategy to selling cards and buying cards. So I just want you guys to know how to sell cards, how not to sell cards, hype, don't sell hype. Like, cause you should try to sell them right when, like, even before if they preview a card, you should try to sell it on the hype. Cause tomorrow everybody will just throw the card out there. So sometimes it's better to sell it off the hype, or just to sell it early, cause then the price will continue to drop because people just start mass posting. There's a lot of people investing in these power ups, and instead of making turning a 2,000 or 1,000 coin power up that you paid for into 10 12,000, you might end up with only selling it for like 4 or 5,000 or something like that. So when you sell it, how you sell it all matters. So let's go to Adams. This is a card I really didn't target. I didn't get too many of his, but I think I posted this way earlier, and then the price completely dropped because people obviously get on here and start doing crazy stuff. You see, like, there's a probably you're gonna see some of these. I'm gonna show you, like, people who mass post. You never want to mass post these guys. I saw a couple, like, people would just post at the same price, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500, 7,500. Like, people would just mass post, and you see all these 7,500s are around the same time right here. These three, and probably this one too, is the same guy. A couple of them probably sold, but he just mass sold. You see, whenever you mass post cards like that around the same price, what you do is now you create a baseline. Because me as a consumer, if I'm coming to buy a card and I see that there's three at this price, let's say these are the bottom ones, and there's like 10 at this same price, there's no urgency for me to buy the card because I know I'm not scared if they're all going for like 6,700. I'm not scared. Okay, somebody buys one. Who cares? If I'm sitting around, there's no urgency. Now, if somebody drops them for like 6,000 and they're all going for like 7,000, then yes, as a buyer, I'm gonna snatch that 6,000 one up real fast. Is there hype around that card, right? Devontae Adams is slow as shit, so he's not a one. Nobody really wants his card. He's slow as hell, so it's not a good. But I'm just an example of somebody who's like there's a craze for, right? This is what happens, is that people set these baselines. So now I'm comfortable here because I know there's no big deal. But if there's one that drops for 3,000 or 5,000, people are gonna jump on it. And that's how you want to sell. You want to price to sell. So I'll probably price this for like 5,500 if I'm gonna price it. Never just max post and start posting cards up for all the same price. All these are closing up. Nobody's even buying them. Just start posting them. Don't post a bunch out. The only times you want to do like max posts, is like when cards go into a set, like those little small superstar players that people needed 70 in the sets. People would just come on and about buying this one, buying this one, buying this one. Yeah, those times you could max post because you already know the going rate. You just put it for the going rate, and when somebody comes, they just come snatch it up, snatch it up, snatch it up, snatch it up. When you're posting cards like that, when you're posting cards that are for training, you can max post because you know what price everybody's buying them at. You go to the 84, 85s, you know what they're selling at. You post it for that price. You post all your 84s, the 85s your 84s at that price. Those are okay to max post. But cards like this that people are just buying one of, you don't want to max post. Only cards you want to max post are cards that people are buying in bulk for training or buying in bulk to throw into sets. Those you can post in bulk. All right, so just want to get that through, and then when you're selling, you want to sell. If you see the cards are going for like 6,000 something, don't post the card for 8,000. Unless there's not that many in the market, but you saw there's a shit ton. So to price this one to sell, I'm probably gonna sell for 550, and I was selling for more. I just started researching and started investing and stuff like that, and I just got away from selling these Devontae Adams. I only had like 4 or 5 anyway, because like I said, I only got him because he was going for like 1,000. He was dirt cheap because I know he's a slow card. Nobody's really gonna want him. But he got a really 90 overall, so that's a good thing. But one thing I'm going to show you is some of the guys I'm invested in, and I'm going to show you guys how to find out. The reason why the cards that I'm currently like heavy in investing in is cards I'm predicting to get MUT Heroes. Now, here's the thing. MUT Heroes is not guaranteed a promo to come out. It's been out, I think at least the last 2 years they come out MUT Heroes, and that's like one of the favorite promos of everybody. The reason for that, let's say a card gets it and they're gonna get one stat that's gonna be super glitchy. So like a defensive end or defensive tackle, he might get crazy block shed. So his block shed might be 95. He'll have the best block shed in the game. He'll be a really wanted card for that situation to to stuff the run. It might be one with crazy finesse. He's gonna have like 95 finesse. And people are really going to want that. They're going to want those power-ups to get it up even more. There's going to be some cards that are going to have crazy speed. There are also always a couple speed cards. And those cards are going to be sought after again because they're going to have a crazy glitchy stat. So we're going to go to power-ups. And this is how you can figure out. And as the weeks go on, it's going to be easier and easier for you guys to target some of these cards. Because as people get upgrades, they're not going to... Here's what's going to happen. This is what happened in the past. Is obviously up for changing. They cannot even come up with the promo, and they cannot make these cards as glitchy as they've been in the past. So take all this with a grain of salt. That nothing is guaranteed because they cannot do the promo. They can do the promo, and the promo is shit, and they don't do it like they did in the past, where they give people really glitchy stats. That's what makes the promo. So they should, but it's MUT heroes. You're like a superhero. You should have a superhero power. That's basically what the promo is. You have a superhero power, so you should have it. So if they do come out the promo, it should be what it is. There's certain positions that you can pretty much already tell who's gonna get the MUT heroes. I'm gonna go over a few. I'm not gonna go too crazy. And certain positions get multiples, like tight ends last year were 2. I think quarterbacks were like 3 quarterbacks last year. So what they do in this promo is every team gets a player. Every team gets one player. Every position except for fullback and kicker and punter get a player. So every position gets a player, and most positions get multiple players, and every team gets one player. So there's no team that has multiple. So it's gonna be 32 cards, and no team has like multiple MUT heroes. I don't think every team just gets one MUT hero. Tight end. Here's where you can go. I believe last year and the years past, if you're a MUT hero, that means you're one of the best players in MUT. So I believe I checked last year, only elite players got it. So I'm going off the basis, only elite players, and all elite players this year got power-ups. So you can easily just filter the power-ups to see who are the players that you should target. Delaney Walker already got an upgrade. Jordan Reed already got an upgrade. They tend not to keep giving guys cards. They try to give it to new players. So I wouldn't target any guys who already got upgrades throughout the year. Delaney Walker had like one of them team cards, whatever. He had a superstar card. Travis Kelce has not gotten an upgrade. Greg Olsen has not gotten an upgrade. And those are the only titles I have not, because I think Ertz is the highest one here. And Kittles has a themed diamond. And Ertz is down here, but he has that superstar card. So there's only 2 tight ends that don't have upgrades yet. And obviously they can get an upgrade from here because the promo doesn't come out for another couple of weeks. So they can get an upgrade and they can go off the board and get somebody who is not. But for the most part, I think they're saving these 2 guys for MUT heroes. I think it's going to be Greg Olsen and Travis Kelce, just because they're the only 2 elite tight ends who haven't gotten upgrades yet. And the promo usually brings 2 tight ends, so that would lead me to believe both of them. The only thing with Kelce is there's a lot of Travis Kelces on the market. If you go to like Chiefs, okay, if I go to the team, that would be nice. So I'm going to get you in the mind how I look for things, all right? The Chiefs, you always got to keep everything in mind. Look how many cards of him, and this is like a little bit. I've come on here sometimes, and there's hundreds of Travis Kelce. Because what happened with Travis Kelce is that when they released those team packs in the stores, most people targeted the Chiefs, and a lot of people pulled this card. They weren't pulling the Mahomes, and they weren't pulling the Tyreek Hills. They were pulling Travis Kelce. So there are a lot of Travis Kelces on the market. So I don't know how crazy up this one will go. Because I like to target low cards that have a high potential of blowing up. But buying them for like 2,000 something is okay. I wouldn't go too crazy buying them around this price. Me personally, he can go up to 10,000. That's a possibility. But there's so many Travis Kelce, and just know this is not a lot of people are hoarding some of these cards. A lot of people that are posting cards like that. You saw that Devontae Adams. There's some idiots out there that are hoarding some of these cards that are going to just max post and fuck up the prices. Who knows what these prices go up to? He can go up to like 10,000, 15,000, but he probably can't. So I like to buy them around this price. I think this price for me becomes too pricey. That's how I am. I'm very selective about who I choose to buy and at what price do I choose to buy them. I think this is the price I'll buy. Let me just buy them right here. That's a good price for me because I think when he gets his MUT hero, it'll be more for that. That's guaranteed profit. I think it'll go to like 5,000 at least minimum. So you always want to keep that in mind, the potential growth of a card. I think the what's this guy's name? Olsen, he has less on the market. I think his card's gonna be more rare, but it might be less sought after. So keep that in mind too. The other one might have the glitchier ability. You don't know who's who. But again, he goes for a little bit more too, but he's more rare on the auction house as well. So there's more potential to blow up because there's less of him. I do have like, I'll show you at the end. I don't have like a crazy amount of these because these guys never go for dirt cheap. I like to buy these guys like at 1,000 something. I don't like to, I can't went out. I don't like to buy like super expensive. I like to buy them when they're dirt cheap and hopefully they'll blow up. I'll show you a couple more guys and a couple more positions. There's some positions like, I think Aaron Rodgers might be getting it, but Aaron Rodgers is pretty pricey already, so that's one I'm not just targeting because maybe his power goes up to like 20K, but it's already like 12K, so it's like you're not even doubling your coins at that point. I like to double my coins. Ben Roethlisberger already got one. Matt Ryan, I believe he does have a trainer, so he already technically has an upgrade in the system because he did have one of those trainer cards. Phillip Rivers, I believe, does not have an upgrade. Breeze does not have an upgrade, and Rodgers does not have an upgrade. He has an upgrade. He has an upgrade. He doesn't have an upgrade, but I don't know if they're like 90 overalls, if they're just gonna bump him up that little bit. They can, because I think they did that with depending on the overalls, they might go up to like 91, 92, who knows, and they'll probably give Tom Brady an upgrade, so he might be eligible for an upgrade. Again, but his power up is down to like 9, but like I said, you could double it, but if you hit on somebody who gets a really good card that's like, 2,000 and his power goes to 10,000, that's, 4 times the profit. So you always want to keep that in mind. I like to budget hunt. A card that I have a couple of, I'm not sure how many, but I do have a decent amount of this guy, is Cam Newton. At this price, is not bad. I wouldn't pay like 10,000 or something. I don't think he'll get a MUT Heroes, but I do think that they're gonna release that Gatorade promo again, and his card will go up, and it'll probably be glitchy. It's probably gonna have that damn evasive thing that that Steve Young has. That's really glitchy. So just keep that in mind. And people love Cam Newton. He's a big time MUT type of guy. He's like Michael Vick and stuff like that. People look forward to getting his card. He's a bigger Michael Vick, not as fast. So just keep that in mind. I have a bunch of these. His price will go up, and I think he's going to get that Gatorade promo. And again, if you guys want to invest in training this weekend when Legends come out, people rip packs, and especially if they're good Legends, like a Michael Vick or something comes out, people are going to go crazy and rip a ton of packs, and Legends will be real cheap. So you snipe those 84 to 85 for training, and if they release that Gatorade promo, they're going to have in-store packs for you to get some of those lower-end ones that you throw into the sets, and you should be able to make a killing off of that. So keep that in mind. If that happens with the Gatorade promo, try to get training for cheap. Hold on to it. If they release that Gatorade promo, I think it's J.J. Watt usually. Last year they had Todd Gurley. I don't think he's going to be in it. I don't think he's really a Gatorade-sponsored athlete to me. I know it's Eli, Cam Newton, and J.J. Watt for sure. Again, they released that promo. You got to put like a bunch, just similar to the Superstar, you got to put a bunch of those little cards to get the big cards. So just keep in mind they'll probably release that in the stores for training. That in the future. I'm going to show you guys a really good one. It's a wide receiver. I just started getting them today, so like we're going to be right on him at the same time. And again, don't go crazy on him. That's 1,100. I'm probably going to buy all these up because I'm going to release this video and then the price might go up. Kenny Stills, I'm going to show you something. Dolphins, right? Let's take Dolphins and take out wide receiver. The Dolphins have... Holy shit, this is like, they have 2 elites. Laremy Tunsil got the theme diamond, the theme team, whatever that shit is. And Kenny Stills the only other elite on the team. Sam Madison was that theme diamond, legend that you get. So basically, this is telling me that Kenny Stills is getting a power up. So let's go wide receiver and Dolphins, right? Let's go look at Kenny Stills' card. This is why I think this is a really good one. This is one of the best ones we have out there, in my opinion. Look at this. Let's not click on this one because it might sell. Let's look at this guy. 80 overall with 83 speed, and he's 6'1". If he gets a 90 overall card, we're looking at probably 91 speed, probably. 90 to 91 speed. And then when you power up, 91 to 92 speed. If he gets the MUT Hero, he'll be the fastest player in the game. And his power-up is currently going for this. So potentially the fastest player in the game, this is his power up currently. His power up is currently going for 1,000 something. So if that happens, I mean, there's no guarantees in anything that we say here, but you got to put 2 and 2 together. There's only 2 elites. 1 elite already got a power up. He's really fast for an 80 overall. If he goes up to a 90, 91, 92 overall, I don't know what these MUT heroes are going to come out. Again, just depending on the rating and how glitchy they make these cards. But at 80 overall with 83 speed, you would think that if he gets a 90 overall card, it's going to be 90 speed at least. So again, and you go to like to Tyreek Hill, I'm sure he's not even the fastest card in the game anymore. But again, there are probably more Kenny, even though there's only like 5 Kenny Stills in the market right now. There's probably like more Kenny Stills than there are Tyreek Hills, so I'll say that. But he was, you know, he gets a card because he might be, you know. I don't think it'll go up to that. No, I don't think it'll go up to that. But this is what I'm saying is 1,000 coins for potentially the fastest card in the game when he comes out. Speed sells. Speed sells. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of those. Just go through teams. You could do teams and check out which players go through team power-ups and see like, oh, this guy got upgrade, this guy got upgrade. And as the weeks go by, you can just filter them down to a couple. Like the Colts, I think, is only down to Quentin Nelson and Leonard, I think, to get it. So one of those 2 is going to get it. So maybe one of them gets another card in the next couple weeks, and you know for sure the other guy's going to get it. I was going to show you some of my cards. I don't have a lot of Kenny Stills again because I just started doing them today and I already got like 15, I think. Show you a couple of guys and just go through my team by showing you some of these power-ups. As I click on the wrong thing. I'm probably going to do a pack opening because I'm itching to do a pack opening. Not in Madden and cards. I open cards on things. So I have a hobby pack coming. If you guys don't know anything about opening cards, hobby packs are really glitchy. So hopefully we get something good. I think I have a couple of Kenny Stills. I think Dolphins. Let me see. Have 15 so far, and I clicked on Keenan Allen for some reason. 15 so far. And I'm gonna continue. Like I said, I think buying them for real cheap. I mean, this is a good ass price to buy them at. And again, it's not guaranteed. That's why I don't go crazy spending $5,000 on a card, $6,000, because none of this is guaranteed. This is just me telling you guys, you know, pushing you in a direction, make some coins. Like I said, go through the teams, the positions. Certain positions don't have that many, like tight ends. That's how I figured out who the tight end should be. Let me see my tight ends. I don't have a lot. I believe I don't have a lot of any of the tight ends. I have a decent amount, like, what's that, 14 of Kelsey, have about 11 of Olsen, and these reads, I'm basically just going to hold on till he gets his next upgrade. There's no rush to sell. If ever the price goes up, I'll sell them, but there's no rush to sell some of these. Like 1.2, that's not bad. In the future, he might get a really glitchy card. It's a future investment. Hey, maybe 2 or 3 months down the line, he gets a really good card. And right now, with the superstar players, too, keep that in mind, that nobody wants to power up the superstar players. But when those superstar players become obsolete and get upgrades, let's say he gets a 90 overall or something, his power ups then become more valuable because this is a card people want. But it makes no sense to power up a card that already has those preset abilities on it. So again, those superstar players were bad power-up investments. But again, you can hold on to these and then sell them whenever they do get new upgrades because those cards already came with the preset abilities. It makes no sense to power them up and lose all those abilities and then have to pay 50 to 100,000 coins just to put abilities back on the card. So right now for the superstar ones, it don't make sense. But in the future, these guys might, whenever I see a really good deal, that's how I sell cards, but whenever I click on, that's what I do. I go through like I get up and I'll just go through these and I'll be like, what, Darius Leonard, he has a strong possibility of getting a thing, and oh, I see one for 2, I have to buy. That's how I am. I just go through looking through players and just buy them whenever I see cheap cards. Just keep cycling through guys, especially guys who I think have a high probability to get MUT heroes. That's a big bang if you pull some of those MUT heroes. That's pretty much it. Just want to direct you guys, show you guys how to sell a little bit, how to post cards, how to buy cards, and just in general, what to look for into future promos. So I do think that MUT Heroes is going to be a big boom for the power-ups. But keep in mind, there's probably a lot of people investing in these as well, holding on to these cards, and they're going to slam them out when they come. But you should still be able to make coins. Just be smart. Don't go crazy overpaying for power-ups just because you think they're going to get upgrades. But if everybody goes crazy and everybody's holding on to them, they probably don't blow up as much as people think. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, found it informative. If you guys did, please make sure to smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Till next time, guys.